We go. Ball is caught, and now the blocking can begin. Off and going up the middle, going to be brought down outside the 33-yard line. Back to pass now is the Escambia quarterback. He's rolling to the near side, being chased, slips out of the hands and flips that one away. Good presence of mind to get that one out. It is complete to number 88, Jaden Sonye. And in the slot and in motion, that is that inside handoff trying to get around to the outside is the West team. Good seal block along the outside and driven out of bounds, but an 8-yard pickup for Jaden Sonye. And we'll see hit. Snap is back and now rolling. Good pressure up the middle. Hall's got to get out of it. Squares his shoulders, throws that one. And it is out of bounds and incomplete, and that's going to be a turnover on down. Snap is back to Perez. He drops up. He steps up in the pocket. Now he's off and running. Did a lot of that in his time at Jesuit. He's going to pick up 9 yards. Southern Lab. He gets the swing out of the backfield. He's going to have to pick up some room, and does. Gets the first down. Team from the east. Perez zips that one in there, and as good of a catch as that was, great tackle. Perez back in the shotgun on 2nd down and 9, looking over the top, has to tuck it down, escapes trouble, is going to run by one of the linebackers, still on his feet, gets the first down and out of bounds, but not before he gets deep into territory, and they'll swap things out. 33, 34, and 51 coming. He's got a man in motion. Perez having to get out of trouble, and does. Strong arms this one to the far side, to his back out of the backfield, and almost jumps around. But I'm telling you, that is a tremendous play by Zeke Carwile to keep that from happening and getting tackle spot. Play action, fakes the screen. Now the screen is there, but just tremendous work. And that's the aforementioned Carwile that...
and that's Max Carnimus there, wasn't it?
I don't think...
No, it is not.
I don't think that Zeke Carwile's motor ever turns, rolling to the right side. Now zipping this one over. Don't know if it's intercepted or not. It is. They're going to call that an interception. That is number 4. That's Tadarius Wright. Tadarius Wright gets the game's first turnover. He is out of Escambia. Would have been a turnover on downs if it was an incompletion, but well, you don't worry about knocking it away. Go out there and get. Going to keep this one and tuck it back in and up the middle, and wow, talk about some linebacker play there. In at quarterback now for the Red. Colin on 3rd down and 3. Snap is back. Play action. Zip the ball over the middle, and it's complete. Spun around and knocked down, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Complete out to Kelby Hippolyte. Heard so much about that young man. And matched up with him is 17, Dwayne Mills. Rolling to the far side is Leger, but good pursuit in the backfield, going to be dropped. So I'll see you, linebacker, and I'll raise you one. That is Landon Lawrence out of Rose Pine coming up, making Coach Andy Bryson very happy on that. You know, Andy from Rose Pine and loves to have those small school kids in there that want to just let the motors run and compete. That's a loss. Back to pass is Perez. Pulls that one down, but not in time, and he's going to get dropped in the backfield. See who's in on that, number 10, and...
See a shot there from our on-field camera, kind of caught a little bit of that.
10 and 8 back in there for the East. That's Ryan McVeigh, C.J. White, who made Indiana Christian for the East when we come back out there. That same tells. Look to the far side. That one is there and taken out of bounds. But the biggest play of the night offensively. First quarter of play, it looks like they just filling each other out. Down at 10 from the 36-yard line. Hall back to pass. Here comes pressure once again. Lets this one fly down the sideline. Underthrows her. No, it's picked off there from the far side. Now going the other way is the East. Got an opportunity down the sideline. Spinning and moving before he's dropped out of bounds.
Anthony Hall's pass is intercepted.
Trying to get a look at the number as he is bottled.
Number 23, Mason.
That's 23. That is Mason Warren out of Parkview Baptist here in Baton Rouge. Mason Warren plays defensive back and running back, playing DB in this one. Told you about him. He's got offers from Wayne State and Massachusetts Maritime. Anderson will kick this one away. It's high and coming to the near side. Will bounce around and take an East roll. It's bobbled around. East is going to come up with the ball as that snap was bobbled. And coming up and picking that up was number 20. That is Dante Botley. Dante Botley comes out of it, and that was an ill-advised attempt by the West number 23, Christian Smith, trying to make something happen and didn't do that. And now it's going to be. We'll take a look at the BU Designs instant replay as that ball is bouncing around and you wanted to just let it go, and there it was, but you see Smith unable to hang on to it, and there's Botley, Johnny on the line, ready to go. Handoff is going to go to George one more time. Look at that defense stringing along. George, not to be denied, gets into the end zone. Braden George, touchdown East team. First one comes at 9:15 into this game.
Check out this nice handiwork by a switch over to our on-field camera when we looked at it.
There's George getting his way around the linebacking core, and you see him up the hill and into the end zone. Goes Braden George for the game's first score, and everybody dancing here in the stands after that one. On to hold is Josh Lloyd, and that extra point is up, and it is good. On with the extra point. That is number 50, Jackson Cordial. New quarterback in, and that puts it onto the ground, spun around, and this is going to be trouble and really nowhere to go. There's a little bit of a block in the back. Spun around.
Oh, my goodness.
That's right on cue. That is number 1, Jacorian Norris, coming up head hunting. And we told you all week long about the play of Jacorian Norris. And welcome back from that young man. Moving around. That was kind of a wildcat snap is what it was. Leger wasn't the quarterback there, but he breaks out of it and continues to roll around. And here comes big Jacorian Norris. You think that's not going to be cut up for a highlight? Goodness, doing a good job. And Leger's going to keep it. Good blitz up the middle, but Leger still grinds his way out for a first down. Was hit by a couple of players in the backfield, but there was no stopping him. Now look at Leger get up, and he's fired up. And I told you when I talked to him yesterday, he said, look, day one was tough. That had been Thursday. He says, but I got it figured out, and I got my swagger. Leger pulls out when he's going to roll to the other side with it, trying to make things happen. And no, he gets banged around down there.
Number 35.
Firing through is 35, and making that play is Landon Lawrence. Here comes motion. Leger was looking for that. Now he's going to have to step up in the pocket. Flips it backwards. Ball's on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by the East now, and they're going to feed off of that second turnover. See who picks that one up. Shaking up a little bit
97
when he does that, but that's 97 from the blue. That is Blair Russo out of Catholic of Baton Rouge, and Scott to the near side.
Oh, my goodness.
There's that defensive line coming up and making some things happen. See who climbs off of that first. That is number 13 of the red. Nasir Hudson is there.
Here's the replay of it, Doug. Just so
now let's take a look so maybe we can see that just a little bit. Good switch on the camera work, as you see. Just firing up the middle, and there it is. And coming off, look, it was going to be either one of those young men that were going to do it. Coming off the side was number 8, C.J. White. Are 5-0 in this, so just never know. They're all rolling out. Good coverage down the side. And that's exactly what you expect. Look, that is 32 that's back on coverage. You talk about the front seven, but I'm going to tell you, Cody Noel Jr. out of Breaux Bridge saved what would have been a sure. Team Andy and Team Marcus here. Back to pass. Now stepping up in it is Hall, but he's going to be met by that front line and drop there. Big time work inside. That's Demarion Dupas out of Marksville. that comes up and makes this thing back together. Hall sets up the screen very well. It's going to be complete to the near side. Got some running room. Good blocking. Spun around. Going to be another first down. Clock will stop momentarily. Pass is complete to Kelby Hippolyte. And if you've heard the coaches talk about anybody, Hippolyte, let's go back to the BU Designs instant replay. Back to pass now is Hall. You'll see that screen set up. Had good pressure coming, but Hippolyte able to get that. Hits the circle button, spins around, gets a couple extra yards. Receivers to the top. Back to pass, straight drop back. Here comes pressure, and that's where it was just a minute ago. And goodness gracious, I hope Hall didn't get hurt on that one because he looked like he landed kind of awkwardly. Jalen Anderson out of Slidell just came down on him, and Coach Marcus in just a minute. Second down and 25 to go. Leger back to pass. He's going to do it with his legs as he normally does. If he can get away, oh no. Big time work coming up from the far side of it, and that have to get twisted around here is number 11. Number 0 is coming up in Isaiah Grant. Speak to me about that young man out of Newman. In there, the All-American running back out of Texas. Oh, here's pressure again, and goodness gracious.
That's that defensive line.
Yeah, that's Diego Spears out of Dutchtown coming up and making that. And look, all the talk was about that West defense. That East defense is maybe hurt a little bit. Offense for the East, and here comes pressure up the middle. Good work in the backfield, and they're going to bring Perez down, and that is a big play. Number 25, Tyler Knighton, defensive line out of Scotlandville. Pressure up the middle, coming in. Perez feeling it. He's rolling. He's letting that arm fly, and coming up and making a big-time play there was number 45. That is Alex Simon out of Como. Peabody's DePass was the intended receiver. As you see that pressure come up, and that was not from necessarily defensive, but it knocked the offensive lineman back in. But that's a good job. Play action, going to the slot. That ball is caught in traffic. What a big-time play there. And that was Amirion Mingo out of Alexandria. Took his team, and watch my Mingo go up, and we've seen him do this from Ty Feaster a number of times. That stop was made by number 20, Dante Botley. Leger this time keeps it. He's trying to get out to the outside, use those legs, dives forward for a first down. And that's the kind of rhythm that we told you we thought that he would be able to go in motion. Now looking at the screen, Leger's going to step up, but he steps right into the hands of the big interior line. And we'll get an idea on who that is. Looks like helmet's gonna come off, so he's gonna have to go. That was Diego Spears. Jalen Anderson's helmet comes off, and so he's got to come coach off the field. Leger steps in there, and he's brought down again. And that is just back-to-back plays by number 6. And I'm telling you what, Diego Spears is making a name for himself when it comes to that defensive line. That defensive line is really coming after you. You're going to snap his back. Leger's got it. He's trying to go down the field. Throws that out. Coming up and making a play. He was looking for Mingo, and
guess who?
Players rolling around over there.
That's Norris.
And snap is back. Quick hitter to the near side. It is complete. Spun around. Stays in bounds. What a play there. That is complete to number 18.
Number 10.
Dakota, was it 10?
Yes, that's number 10. Oh, it is 18. You're
right. That's Dakota Johnson. Kick is high. And, it's going to be returnable here because, the two guys on the end fired off, and there's some room to the near side. Going down the sideline, 40 ran out of bounds, but great work by number 40. And that is Hodges Brown trying to flip the field. The Como connection trying to make things happen. Brown, Leger, and those guys from Como right there in Lafayette trying to get back in here. Easily the best starting field position. Handoff goes right up the middle. No, Savagnaro's going to keep it spinning around. Boy, those Neville Tigers know how to play hard, and John Michael right in there with them. Savignaro, handoff up the middle. That is the big man, and he's rumbling and bumbling, trying to get down. They're marking him. to the end zone. Touchdown for the red team. Javane Reese out of Northwest does what Javane Reese does, and that's just run the football with power and get in there out of Northwest. Sean Heineke, Prevost that will put a foot into this one. That kick is up, and it is good. We are knotted at 7. All of those that wanted to give up at halftime, we are tied at all because handoff goes up the middle, trying to break free, running around and not stopping. And that is a great run by Braden George. Toss to the near side. And there goes George trying to get out into the open. Going to be brought down, but not before another big play by Braden George. That on the stop, Ty Williams. We'll see. Watch Braden George. That offensive line just starting to do some work. And Braden George does not get touched until he's about 25 yards down the field. Best drive of the night for either team. Fakes the toss, and here comes pressure. Oh, that's big time.
Oh, my goodness.
Big time stop up the middle. Wow, that was number 9, Hutch Grace. Hutch Grace out of Calvary, and just watch Hutch never give up on that play. Fakes the toss, and then you just watch Tullis sneak out of it, but there's Hutch Grace to finish him off. Play action, that goes into the jet sweep, but no, that's not going anywhere. That was number 25, Tyler Knighton. John Michael Sabanero back in there at quarterback. Boy, that's good work in the backfield by the East team's Diego Spears. And snap is back. Tullis has it, hand off to the near side, and there goes Braden George. Braden George is just really getting things going. Finally brought down by number 32, Cody Neal Jr. Snap is back, rolling to the near side is Bo Perez. He zings that ball down the middle and getting up and going, and that one's picked off. That is,
10. Maybe.
Look like he says that was Trayvon Bell is number 16.
That's it.
Or is that 10?
16. It's got the little gap missing at the top. I see it now.
Yep, that's Trayvon Bell that came up. Snap is back. It's low. And that's just George. Ball's on the ground. Ball is out. And Carwile's got it. He's going to come up with that. And he's going to point the way to that red end zone there. Carwile just right on the spot. And he goes over there and gets with Coach Markel Johnson.
Almost on cue talking about the young man.
That's right. And look, I'm telling you, you see the fire and the spunk that young man has. Goes over and gives Andy Bryson a hug for that one. Snap is back now. Leger's there letting this one fly. Looking for a man's got it complete down inside the 5. They'll mark him on the 5-yard line. That is Jarius Wright. Hustling down. Leger chases him down there all the way, and they'll get settled in.
There's your instant replay real quick if we get a chance.
Watch this as they're hurrying down as the red team. We might have to come back to that one, Chuck, as they get their way up to the line of scrimmage. Leger pointing some things out, but look, that ball put right on the money, 1 foot down. They're going to run the option to the near side. Sampanaro gets turned around and chased down, and he goes down. Goodness. And that's big-time work there. Number 6, once again, for the East. Who else? Diego Spears. Look at the pass. Backside pressure is brought down, and there is a sack by number 7. That is Jalen Anderson. Things got a little chippy there at the end. Also there, number 75 was Kane. A goal attempt from the right hash to take the lead for the West. Snap down, kick is up, drifting left, and it's no good, just off to the left. Special teams playing some big things. Unable to get that one in. They pull it out, throw the snap pass out to the near side, and that is complete to number 80, Chance Griffin.
They whistled the play dead already, but they got the ball stripped out. But it did roll out of bounds, but they did
That
already.
East defense has got to buckle down. Saponaro is just going to run a quick dive. And he gets stuck and spun around. Goes down and pops right back up and says, look, let's go do this again. This is a physical sport. Let's go play football. And how like that is Opelousas' friend going out there and digging the sod out of his helmet. You got to leave it there and let the... Two receivers to the top, two to the near side. Snap is back. Handoff, though, right up the middle. There's a big run. Shifty moves down to the 25-yard line. That is number 20. And DeAndre Young. Play action, no. Handoff goes right up the middle. Down to the 10, inside the 5, spun around, and that is Jacoby Jefferson. This red team just continuing, and look, here comes Javane Reese back in at 2. Is Saponaro spinning around, trying to get into the end zone, banging around. He's going to be in. That's a touchdown for the West. Touchdown, John Michael Saponaro.
Here's your BU Designs instant replay.
Let's watch this again, and you're not going to deny Saponaro when he gets in there and goes to spinning around, banging in, keeps going, gets into the end zone for the West touchdown. Extra point is up, and it splits the uprights, and it's good. 14-7 in this one. 4:39. Perez gonna be sacked. Oh, there's that big West defense that comes crashing in. A lot of folks involved in that one. Back there was Travell Hamilton, down in 9. Leger, handoff to Dixon up the middle, and there's the guy that we've heard so much about. Dixon down, stopped at the 37-yard line. Timeout called. It'll be 4th down. People. I could be completely wrong with that, but I think that's what I heard. Leger calls for the ball. Draws a man off sides, and a hard snap. They're going to call offsides, and look at Chris Towery out there. Coach Towery saying, look, that's what we want to do. You go up there.
Free first down.
You go up there and stole that first down. A little bit of dancing out of that West side now.
Wow.
That should do it. And the West team is going to come out of here with the victory.